With less than 8 weeks to the election, a Democratic grassroots group in Oakland is training thousands of volunteers. The goal is to drum up more votes for Vice President Harris and other Democrats on the ticket.
And here's the rub. They're not doing it here in California. They're headed to critical swing states. Here's NBC's Velena Jones.
Just weeks away from Election Day, volunteers are knocking on doors and trying to sway undecided voters toward voting for Democrats.
We know that in a close race with tight margins, a face-to-face conversation can actually make the difference.
Oakland's See the Vote, a social justice grassroots group, says their goal is to get Kamala Harris elected. To do that, they're training, funding travel, and deploying up to 3,000 volunteers across the country to knock on an estimated 500,000 doors in critical swing states of Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. States, experts say, could determine the election. Volunteers are trained to talk about both local and the presidential races.
Debate just happened last night. Kamala Harris did a great job. She kicked it out of the ballpark. Our job now is to go talk to those voters on the doors, because the reality is elections aren't decided on debate stages. They're decided on the front steps, talking to voters.
500 volunteers are already signed up, including Akila Monifa, who just came back from Reno after 4 days of door knocking.
I'm a passionate person, and I believe in doing something.
She says a lot of the work is combating misinformation and educating voters on the candidates.
Most of the undecideds that I talked to definitely knew that they were against Trump. So they had questions about her competency, about how smart she was, about her knowledge of foreign affairs.
People I spoke to broke down. I mean, they were feeling under a lot of pressure from family, from others that they, and these are people who in their heart were inclined to vote for Kamala Harris.
See the Vote plans to continue door knocking until Election Day and are hoping more volunteers sign up. In Oakland, Velena Jones, NBC Bay Area News.